But since we are streaming, I figure we'll do something new. Because who doesn't love new things? We finished Vesperia this previous week. We finished Lisa this previous week. We did all of the good stuff. And that leaves us open to something new. And, well, I guess it's not necessarily new to me. I have played this before, and a lot, because it's the best. But I'm pretty excited for it, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Not that he's here or anything, but, Tarkus, of course, he got me this, which is pretty wonderful. Hey, Tinka. So, I wasn't going to do an RPG next. Well, I can't even say that. I probably was. I love RPGs. But when it fell into the lap like this, I had to. Because I hadn't played the remaster. It's worth it, right? It's been a couple years since I've played this, and just like with Lisa, this is one of those games where I want to share the experience with you guys. I don't know who all has played this or not, whether Koo's played it or Rhino. Tenka, I'm sure, has played it. But, you know, there's nothing wrong with wanting to share a good experience with other people, I feel. So that's what we're gonna do. So I fidgeted with it a little bit, at least 3 times. That's a lot of times. Okay. So there's a launcher which splits, you know, whether you launch into 10.2 or 10 or whatever the fuck Eternal Calm is. I'm not clicking that button because I know better. But you know, when you have a favorite game, playing it's not a bad thing. I would say 10 is probably in my top 3. I've listed my top 3 to you, Tinka, but I would definitely say that. Now, what else is there? I don't know, some Burnout, some Halo. Maybe Armored Core. Maybe an Ace Combat game, I don't fucking know. But at least 3 Final Fantasies are in the top 10. I love RPGs. I don't think there's too much wrong with that, right? You know what? We're gonna see this in a second. I like how it starts on load. Please return to main menu. So we're gonna have to figure out the audio settings here. Let me make sure the mixer is good. Oh, that's fun. Character Advancement System Selection. Well, we've never used the expert in all of my playthroughs. Cannot switch grids. Absolutely. We're gonna listen to the new one. Now, I have my qualms with the new one, but I figure if we're gonna go with the full remaster experience, we gotta dig in deep. You know what I mean? I should ping chorus, because this... Actually, this is the one time I'll do it on Discord. The one fucking time. Because, you know, Logan, he got this because he wanted to see it. He had never played it, or he had played it, but he never got around to beating it. And so this is something I think he would enjoy a lot. It's a shame. It's just like with you with Lisa. I wanted to play Lisa for you. I mean, it was cool that other people got around to it, but I knew you never did beat it, and that was something I wanted you to enjoy. And since you know, you never got around to it and I couldn't force you to play it, you know, I might as well force you to watch it. Same thing with them in this game, you know? I want him to know this game. This is a great game. I can't help but smile when I watch a scene. I tried telling you, dog. I did. What up, T? I told you it'd be something that you and I both enjoy. This is that good stuff.
Listen to my story. This may be our last chance.
James Arnold Taylor, the voice actor for Titus, this is probably one of the best, like, voice actor performances in a Final Fantasy game. Obviously, there's not too much to go with because it all started at 10. But between 10, 12, 13, and all of its spin-offs, 15, the random parts in 14. 14 does have some good voice acting, but JAT did the best job in this game. This isn't gonna be the Lisa playthrough where I, like, you know, pretend everything is all new to me. And it's just like, oh shit, no, I'm going to do everything I can to put my opinions out there on the scenes, on the enjoyment of it, on what the scenes mean. This is gonna be a very opinionated playthrough. And T, you know I'm gonna get Jack shot. That's not true. I still don't get that game. It's been like 15 years and I still don't understand that minigame. What up, midgets?
Can you sign this?
No prob.
Remember, that's pronounced Titus.
Alrighty.
Me too!
I mean, it hurts me to say that, but it's true. Never failed it once, so aren't we the tryhard?
Can I have your autograph?
Of course.
I mean, you basically just point the stick and click the
Good
button,
luck
right?
tonight.
Nothing to worry about. Oh, if I score a goal, I'll, do this. That will mean it was for you, okay?
Oh, all the memories flooding back.
What seat?
He's blocking the front row! Fifth from the right!
Got it.
The D-pad? D-pad's probably a smarter choice.
Well, gotta go. Cheer for me.
2, 3. Teach us how to blitz!
Hey, I got a game to play.
Then teach us after.
Maybe tonight,
You can't tonight.
Jat does a good Fred Flintstone, does he now?
Tomorrow.
Promise?
Promise.
Who the fuck is that kid? I can't tonight. How does he know? Look at how beautiful. Okay. This is like, this is Midgar, right? Like, it might as well be. I mean, it's cooler than Midgar, but... I don't know, I guess it's a different feel. But look at that shit. It's got, like, water just chilling in the background. Huge-ass skyscrapers. Holograms. What did you playing this on? I was gifted this on the PC. This is the remaster. We're going full...
I was in a coffee shop running away from home when I heard the news.
Full new soundtrack.
Our hero, Jet, gone. Vanished into thin air.
The new sphere
My
grid.
dad must have been his biggest fan. I knew I
international
sat
version stuff like the
Heck, we
Dark
all were that
Aeons.
day. Zanar, I says to myself, what are you thinking?
What is you
I went
thinking?
running straight back home. We sat up talking about Jack all night. My dad and I
Midgar would
talked
never
so
be this
much.
good looking.
Whoa. Didn't mean to reminisce.
Whoops.
Make way, make way!
New Midgar would never be good looking.
through,
Midgar
sorry.
was a legit industry life sucking out of the earth. Okay, the bottom of
Hey,
Midgar was a
I'm
trash
gonna be
pit.
late.
But the top of Midgar, on top of the
Hey,
plates,
let go of me.
I imagine looked a lot like that. Also, I was just kind of trucking through. I didn't mean to skip all that dialogue. But, you know, that's life. Oh, this is it, boys. Sticks go down. This is so fucking great. See, now where's this technology at? Just like electrify a water ball. Oh, ejected, bitch. Homeboy's just casually walking. I want whatever lets them stay underwater without needing to come up for air. I'm telling you, they got gills. Fountain pen? That is some shit. The water just got everywhere. And down he goes. Is this a top 10 video song of all time? I think in the context of it, yes. That's hard to say though. Because like contextually, there are some insanely good songs out there. I mean shit, I would say within the context used in the game, Final Fantasy XIV has like at least 5 absolute bangers.
What are you doing here?
I was waiting for you.
What are you talking about?
It's an interesting audio. By that, you mean take out the OST type stuff. Like a real human song that was made and produced and created to be a club banger for video. That's... I don't know.
Huh?
Hey, little kid. Yep.
It begins.
I think I saw the one on the right blink.
What?
Don't cry.
You can see through his feet. Isn't the kid Bahamut?
Huh?
I don't know. Why would a kid be Bahamut?
Hey, wait! Hey, this way.
Look.
I love the transitions from, like, in-game to cutscene.
We called it sin.
Sin?
Still can't remember the Gact game. You know, there's a professional Smash player who goes by the moniker Gact. Not saying that Arn was the greatest representation of I don't give a fuck tough guy, bad guy, or tough guy, bodyguard archetype. But it's 100%. The best part is his story. Like, it's not just the way he acts or anything like that, but his backstory is what gives it so much credence. Which we'll delve into as we play.
A gift from Jet.
My old man?
Titus, son of Jet,
Hope you know how to use it.
famous blitzball player. As you saw, Titus, and I'm going to call him Titus, by the way. I know it's Titus. We all know it's Titus. It doesn't work.
These ones don't matter. We cut through.
So that's another thing that this game does well that a lot of JRPGs fall into like a trap with, is that the combat is super fast. Like, it's turn-based, sure, but
Bother going after all of them. Cut the ones that matter and run.
it's turn-based and it's menu-based and all that shit, but for whatever reason, it never feels like you're having to menu for too long or watching animations for a year. Which some skills, I guess, you do. But it just goes, you know? We know what Jet's sword looks like mostly due to Dissidia, but did they ever hint at him using it in-game? I think it shows up in some of the spheres. And, I mean, obviously it shows up, he uses it in the final... the Aeon. So here's a fun fact. This thing only uses Demi.
Some can't wait to die.
Overdrives. When a character's overdrive gauge beneath the HP MP display is full, the character may use a special unique attack once. Press left in the command window to fucking overdrive. Okay, does anyone remember this? Down, left, up, right, left, B, B, A. And down they go. So, the big boy, by himself, actually can't kill you. It's the little ones that pop out. Those are the only things that can actually take you down. So you can just keep doing this. Over and over and over. Uh-oh. Video games! It was slower than I remember. Or maybe it's it's the ultra high def screen, you know? The new resolutions are what caused that one. That's what I'll blame it on. The last one that you're prepared for. It goes by so much quicker. See, I think a lot of it with the combat speed has to do with the fact that while your character's going out to attack, you're not stuck watching the animation. Usually, the next menu pops up and you can even get the next guy moving in to attack before the previous one even comes back to finish his. So, it's like if you press it fast enough and you go fast enough, you can actually just chain it It'll just go. So as you can see, giant monster came in.
What are you laughing at, old man? Lauren, let's get out of here.
Giant water monster came in, shot some laser beams. City's in fucking shambles.
Give me a break, man.
And it's shooting out these weird ass things. Oh, that's a lot of weird ass things. Let's get some potions, shall we? So the wings flickering becomes an issue, because those things hurt. But obviously, this just doesn't stop. I can't even attack the thing yet? Alright. Oh no.
This could be bad. That! Knock it down.
What?
Trust me, you'll see.
I want to say... So, Tenka, you and I, we've had this discussion about main themes being reused and stuff like that in a game where it's just like you hear a song and then it's just a remix of the main theme or something like that, and oftentimes it keeps the soundtrack down. I think the one thing that this game does better than any other is the reuse of the main theme. The Hymn of the Faith, the soundtrack in this game is phenomenal. And I think the Hymn of the Faith and its like 800 variations are a reason that it just fucking slays. We're gonna hear the Hymn of the Faith a lot in this game. And it's kind of like, definitely not one of its 100% one song, though. Well, it's hard, because, like, when I say it's the Hymn of the Faith, it is. There's, like, 10 different versions of the Hymn of the Faith. It shows up in, like, 4 or 5 different normal tracks. And, another one, honestly, I think Final Fantasy just does it well in general, because 13's Lightning's theme and The Promise show up all over the place in those games. And I think 13 has one of the better soundtracks in Final Fantasy. Look at how quick that transition is, man. Oh. He push, he pull, but most importantly, he suck.
You are sure? This is it.
Got him by the collar.
This is your story. It all begins here.
Ooh. He suck. This is it, Luigi.
Hey. Hey!
Oh.
My old man?
B to go down. We're swimming through the air, boys. Well, hello there.
I thought about a lot of things. Like where I was, what I got myself into. I started to feel lightheaded, and then sleepy. I think I had a dream of being alone. I wanted someone, anyone beside me, so I didn't have to feel alone anymore.
So we got done with Vesperia, which overarching theme was choices. You know, making your own choices, sticking to them, committing to them, and living with the consequences of the choices you make. Which I think is pretty good. They kind of hammered that shit in there, I guess. But
Anybody there?
I think 10's overarching themes, I think resonated with me a lot. And they're kind of what made me like the game in general. Give Riku the biggest, fattest, longest pierogi you can find. T, no. T, don't you know? Don't you know how old that girl is? You can't just give a girl a pierogi. You have to, you have to know things first. Maybe know people? Riku? I'm pretty sure she's 15. 15 or 16. I can check, I guess. That's the one thing. I should whip out my strategy guide. Mother Russia says it's A-okay. Well, if only we lived in Mother Russia and had the morals of Mother Russia. I don't think I would ever actually want that. Our first save sphere. Traveler's save sphere level 1. Stores a record of your travels and restores HP and MP. HP and MP being ambiguous things that could stand for hit points, or health points, or magic points, or mana points, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Taking the high potion. Heart points? Yeah, I like heart points. That's like when you Final Fantasy and Zelda do a crossover. I'd play that game. Oh shit. Pat Mario uses heart points, so Pat Mario is the Zelda Final Fantasy crossover we'd all been hoping for. Now I know. Our boy's getting stalked. Oh shit. That's not a new battle theme. Let's just take a moment and figure this shit out. It's super busy. I knew it was busy, but boy, is it busy. Like, you got guitar, you got synth, you got bass, you got drums, you got keys, you got trumpets. Some good game stream. Where's Logan at? He's the one that gifted this to me. I want to make sure he enjoys this as much as I do. Oh shit! Whatever, I know. How you doing today, bud? You dead? Look at this big boy. And look at that rib cage, shall we? Look at it. It's so rib cagey. So that was 30 damage. And that was 247 damage. Another good thing is that he also halves your HP when he punches. It's like the underwater version of the plant cage monster traps Vivi. Don't other people get trapped in that game? Oh yeah, it's up on Switch, by the way. Final Fantasy IX released on the Switch, which is pretty dope. But I'm pretty sure like 3 or 4 people get trapped by monsters in that game. Oh, he just beat it out. That was a close one. He playing Dank Soul 3, tired from shooting today. Did you do more shoot? Did you PvP? How's the audio? Is it too loud? Or are we good?
And into the freezer. I thought I was gonna die in this place.
That's interesting audio glitch. What? That's an interesting audio glitch. Apparently, you cannot change volumes and stuff. Shoot PvE. Got bored, then shoot IRL. Are you allowed to do that?
Cold. Need fire.
Just yes. My brother likes shooting too. He has a couple gun. Including a KSG, which is the single greatest shotgun ever created by mankind. Alright, so for this part we need some flint and some tinder. And I guess that's flint. Have you guys ever seen flint in real life? I most certainly have not. I know some people keep like little flint things, like strikers on their keychains, stuff like that, for if they get stranded in the wild. We don't need to get into all the guns he owns though. You are correct. My brother owns a KSG, and he owns like 6 other guns, but I'm not going into the other ones, because he owns a KSG, and that's all you need to know. That thing has like 60 shells in it. It's pretty dope. I'm sure Rhino owns a ton. Doesn't Rhino seem like the kind of person that would own a ton of guns? No stereotyping, obviously. At once? For the KSG, it holds, I think it was 21 normal-sized shells, or he has mini slugs, of which it holds 53 in the gun. Yes. Yeah, what the fuck? It's so cool. If you ever get the chance, you should look up the KSG. God, that's such a cool gun. KSG and the P90 are like the 2 coolest guns ever. So the ATF is launching. That also sounds like a Rhino thing. Boys, we're not gonna freeze to death.
I need food.
This begs the question, how long has
What do
Titus
you
been
want?
trapped here?
It was a bad call. Your team lost because of you.
You came to say that?
It's been 10 years. I thought you'd be crying.
Who, me?
You cried.
Hmm. Interesting memory. Ocelot was wrong about a lot of things. Like which son would be the best.
Hey, wait! Don't go out on me! Just hold on. I'll get more wood.
Oh. Look at this Spidey boy. Yo, he got blades for arms and feet.
Give me a break!
Bam! He also hit like freight train. See, that's what I mean, like, the enemy wasn't even back into his normal position, and Titus was already on his next move, you know? Goldfish caught fire and had to put him out before I could come run. What? What, who? What up, Turk? I heard you was playing Dang Souls 3. Heard through that grapevine. Look how dramatic it is. Well, hello. Civic and Akut. Helping guys who haven't played a Souls before. What are they doing playing Dark Souls 3?
Cool!
You start with the best, the original. Certain items, like grenades, have special effects. These items can only be used during battle by selecting the special ability use. Time to chuck some bombs. Snake style. Demon Souls? You can see her eyes, can you? I can't change the camera to look at it. And Tarkus, how are you even gonna mention Demon Souls at me? That's not a real game. That had a scraping spear. That's not real. Our first victory song, boys. This is actually a pretty good rendition. You said original. Yeah, Dark Souls. Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. That's a trilogy. Demon Souls is like the bastard prequel that no one wanted. Yo! Hello there. Pineapple head. Pinyap head.
Phew. That was close. Hey, let me go!
It's not nice to shitpost. Okay.
Redek Drek!
Friedrich Drake.
Irisa Tekjaka!
Tekjaka.
Pak Edeku! Kemed?
Fed! Srivatek Risa!
Drelnia Drakisha Tein.
The interesting part about this is that one day you will learn their language, but you will never learn Japanese. Kuno. And down he goes, toppled by a little girl. Okay, back on the Souls topic. Demon Souls was good. It had a variety of flaws that made the game less than stellar. Dark Souls, the first one, is the pinnacle. It's like Demon Souls, you know, and then Dark Souls is like, and then Dark Souls 2 is like, and then Dark Souls 3 was like, why?
Kid, it's thy job.
Kuno.
Hey, that hurts.
Musujek, Rain?
Whoa. Okay.
They got guns, man. Throwing bombs and guns and shit. Look at this fella.
Canis!
Look at this fella.
whatever.
Right.
Tuli Hood Kabeg?
I said I don't understand.
Shit.
He said you can stay if you make yourself useful.
You understand me?
God bless. Eh.
All right, I'll work.
Bloodbjorn was best souls. I can't confirm or deny that. Though it doesn't have shields, so I'm pretty sure it's automatically not the case. Also, why the hell does it want me to new save data every time? Do you think the remaster one is good? I never played the remaster, so I don't know. 6th frame Blighttown. Okay, Blighttown was shit. I think anyone with a brain would agree to that.
Oh, almost forgot.
Using the sphere grid. Used to develop your characters by activating nodes of spheres. Let's see how it's done. Oh, sphere grid music. Remaster fixed it? Well, I hope so. Then again, I played on the PC before the remaster came out when they did that, and that was a super shit port. Cursor appears at the selected character's current position. He is left up, down, and right to move the cursor. Information on upgrades is displayed at the top of the screen. Location is for defense. This one lets you learn an ability. These upgrade locations are called nodes. It's nice that they fixed the FPS. Okay, so we have to define what we mean when we say shit area, right? Because some areas are supposed to be frustrating by design. Because frustrating is a sense of difficulty, right? Like, this place is hard to navigate, the enemies are annoying. Going through this, it makes it difficult. How do you make difficulty without frustration? That's the real question. Cursor returns the character's position. Select move. Now we can move those steps in the line. Sphere level S11 are gained by getting AP, ability points, which are obtained by participating in battle. Characters must fight battle to gain AP. So here's the trick. The game lets you swap out characters freely throughout the game. And so you can just be in the middle of a fight, switch out some characters, do an attack, get some AP. And everyone can get AP that way. That's not what I'm going to do. I think. I know which characters are best. I know which characters are used the most. And there's a reason that the three of them, whom you'll find out later, I guess, as we get them, are used. And I'll explain that when we get to that point, I guess. But most of the other characters are useless. We'll see how the grid goes with this new thing. This is a hell of a tutorial. You can move, and then you can learn things. Crossbowmen all around thin plank walkways. Yeah, I mean, it wants to punish you, right? And wouldn't that be where people, you know, throw shit? Shoot darts and shoot crossbows and stuff like that? from concealed areas. Now, if you want to know, I think the Anne Orlando Great Bowman, I think that's a shit. Because that's just... I don't know the difference between the two, really. I don't think Blighttown was necessarily a shit area in general. I think it was frustrating by design. But I think that leads credence to the difficulty factor and how they wanted it to be. But the Anne Orlando archers are like... I don't know, that was just bullshit, I think. The shit soup area to slow me down the poison was fine. So here's a fun factoid, and this was... I'm not sure if I figured this out on my own. I don't think I did, because I don't think it would have been something that I had... The tightest speed route. T... I'm gonna let you in on a secret. This is an entirely revamped sphere grid. It's called the Expert Grid. I have no idea how this thing works now. Any game that makes enemy projectiles home in when you can never do the same to Knee back. Yeah. They're bullshit. Dark Souls is bullshit kind of by design. And just any Souls, really. Okay, so I was back to the other thing. Tarkus, one of the things that you could do was curl up in a ball inside the nest on top of the main area. Also, our first primer. You will never learn Albed. Y is A. Speaking in tongues. But when you roll up into the ball, if you stay there, you go back to the original place. And the original place is a thing called the Rusted Ring that you can find, and the Rusted Ring lets you move freely in ankle-deep water. It was actually very important for Blighttown. I don't remember whether I found that on my own. I don't think I did.
We found some ancient ruins right beneath
Don't
us.
let Kamari get
It's not
useless.
active now, but there should still be some power left. We're gonna go down there and activate it. And then we should be able to salvage the big prize.
What if I don't care about Kamari?
Okay, let's get to work.
Roger.
Kamari was... Later, nerds. Who needs goggles? Kamari is one of the weaker characters. Right, speaking out bad one another around like actual cool people, so we could say whatever we wanted without other people knowing. You can't just go letting people know our real life secrets. You can't let people know that Civic and Akut. Just can't let people go around knowing that. This is real life. Every time I got that damn ring done with Blighttown. Look how quick that battle was. So that's the thing, is that you're supposed to go back there relatively early, because you can get to that point. You can get back to the start of the game right after the gargoyles. Actually, technically before the gargoyles, because you just need to hit the shortcut. Once you hit the shortcut, you can go right back to the start of the game. So you can get the Rusted Ring that early. And it doesn't just help with that part. It helps with, there's one other part of the game. I don't really remember. Look at him go. And it worked. Holy shit. Did you see that? This boy is a technical wizard. So I'm not sure that there's an in-game reason why these two characters can breathe underwater. Or not necessarily breathe, but can stay underwater for a prolonged period of time. I'm not sure that that's ever explained. I mean, it's just kind of like, you know, they can What's the world record for breathing underwater? Or not breathing, but holding your breath? It's like 3 minutes or something like that? I don't really remember. Or maybe it's some ungodly amount of time. But the human body, I am a firm believer that if you believe it hard enough, you can make it real. These guys don't need to breathe because they believe that they don't need to breathe. Preemptive strike. Oh, we got no grenades. Time to steal some from an octopus! Aww. Look at him clip through that thing. It's beautiful. It hits so hard. In 2012, German freediver Tom Sietis held his breath underwater for 22 minutes and 22 seconds. That just doesn't seem possible. That just doesn't seem possible at all. He can't reach, can he? Yeah. I thought there was a move command, but I guess not. Boom! Now do that while playing underwater handball. I'm sure he could try. I like how the camera changed. And now instead of Riku ass, I'm staring at fish ass. I think the combat camera was really, I don't want to say revolutionary, because that seems kind of much, but it was a strong point for the time in which this game came out. Dynamic cameras and battle and stuff like that. Tight ass. You gotta look at the outfit. Look at that. Look at those shorts, and you're like, "Where's the zip?" Like he's got zipper shorts, but he got like zipper in 3 different parts. Where's the rest of his shorts? Why is his right short mesh? These are the important questions. Out of range. Here we go. Pincer attack. See, we fix it. Just gotta beef it once, you know? I swear I remember there being a move option in this. Where you like chase the dude down or something. Yeah, here we go. Do the thing. This is where it gets good. Oh. She nailed it. SE Masters of Belts and Baubles. This was like the pinnacle of weird ass SE design. Actually, I think 10-2 was the pinnacle, but same universe, right? But man, 10-2's designs were just fucking atrocious. Except for Riku. I think anyone with a brain would agree that Riku in 10-2 is like the best. What up, Zambi? Are we gonna 10-2? That's a good question. We have Tentu. Probably 10's gonna take a bit. How you doing today, zombie? But 10's gonna take a bit, and I'm not sure if 10-2 is gonna be on the menu after that. And if it is, I'm pretty sure, since I've never actually seen the full game, like the secret ending and all that shit, we're gonna be playing with like a guide. Because that game is notoriously ridiculous to 100%. As Tenka can attest. But we'll play it by ear. We'll definitely play it by ear. But let's get through 10 first. Especially since Tark hasn't seen this yet. I really want him to enjoy this game. Did it once, I'm good. So we're still underwater, by the way. This boy and this girl, they just go at it, you know? Wait a sec, don't take that out of context. She's only 15, leave her alone.
Verfutra airship.
Tradanuk van een nekker.
Nickard. He just shakes off like a dog.
Proefde, Tungadieb.
Oh, our first translated letter.
Way, Wichita.
Hey! Hey, I helped out, didn't I?
15 in Earth years, that's a good point. What is it in Spira years? Or what does Spira years convert into Earth years? Is she like the 1,000-year-old dragon lolly?
Hungry.
Titus. He's got a one note. What up? Oh, she got
Whoa! Right
mystery meat. I love spooning mystery meat with my hands.
Hey,
Remember, kids, chew your food.
it's because you eat too fast.
So, couple things. Lip syncing's not the greatest, obviously. Then again, we just played a game like that, so who cares? That's actually, is
Hello
that like
there.
a
What is your name?
theme of the stream?
Whoa!
Riku!
You really do understand. Woo-hoo-hoo!
Welcome to Why I'm a Slow Eater. You don't want to choke to death? I figure that's probably gonna be a decent way to go.
Why didn't you say so earlier?
You're gonna go,
I didn't get
food's
a
the
chance
right way to do it.
Everyone thought we were a fiend.
We?
We?
Oh, we means you.
We means you. It's the royal we, I get it.
Who are you guys anyway?
We're Al Bed. Can't you tell?
The fuck's an Al
Wait.
bed?
You're not an Al Bed hater, are you?
I don't even know what an Albed is.
Where are you from?
Xanarkin. I'm a blitzball player. Star
Nailed it.
player of the Xanarkin Abes.
Did you hit your head or something?
You guys hit me?
Oh, right. Do you remember anything before that?
So I told her everything there was to tell about Xanarkin.
That's a lot of ocean.
About life there, Blitzball, and Sin's attack. And about how Aaron and I were engulfed in this light. I just said things as they came to mind. But then I started to wonder.
Bad T-virus.
Did I say something funny?
You were near Sin.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, you'll be better in no time. They say your head gets funny when Sin is near. Maybe you just had some kind of dream?
They call it sin.
You mean I'm sick?
Because of Sin's toxin, yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, there is no Xanarkand anymore. Sin
Oh.
destroyed it 1,000 years ago. So no one plays blitzball there.
1,000 years ago, huh?
Huh? What do you mean, 1,000 years ago? But I saw Sin attack Xanarkand. You're saying that happened 1,000 years ago? No way!
So, I think we just got transported through time, boys. Okay, I did mention one thing. I said at the start that I'm not going to pretend like I hadn't played this. Obviously, I have. Obviously, it's one of my favorite games of all time. No spoilers. I'm not going to spoil anything. Don't spoil anything for chat. Don't ruin the game for nobody. Y'all know this.
You said... You play blitzball?
Uh-huh.
Look how fidgety
You
he
know,
is.
you should go to Luca. Someone might know who you are, or you might find someone you recognize.
Luca?
Ah.
Huh.
Poor boy don't know nothing.
Okay, leave it to me. I'll get you to Luca.
What about when she
Promise.
did...
You'd rather stay here?
Uh-uh.
Okay, I'll go tell the others. Wait here.
I like how she has straps,
Oh.
like caressing her
And
boo-boo
one
goals.
thing. Don't tell anyone you're from Xanarkand, okay? Yevon says it's a holy place. You might upset someone.
Like a strap bra.
Oh,
And then also a strap sumo thong. What do they call those sumo things, the cloths that they wear? Is there a name for them?
Xanarkand? Some kind of holy place? Yeah, right, I thought. Since when? Yevon? Sin? Luca? I thought Sin just took me to a faraway place, that I could go back in a day or two. But 1,000 years into the future? No way! Whoa, whoa!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Over down he rolls.
Shin! Shinek Musa! Etonic! Etonic!
Titus is a pretty unlucky dude, huh? Pretty unlucky dude. Oh, he made it all that way without breathing.
Riku!
Mawashi? Ah, so it does have a name. Oh, fuck. Well, hello there, young fella.
Blitzball!
Hey, you okay?
Oh, time to introduce the
Hey!
best character. There it goes. It's gross. Oh no. What up, nerds?
Yo. Hiya.
Hiya.
You wanna try that move one more time?
Finally. Things were
He
starting to
found
look
his
up.
people. Such grace.
You know, amateur. Who you play for?
The Xanarkin Abes.
Oh,
What team you say again?
I meant, forget that. I got too, close to Sin, and my head's all foggy like. So, I don't know where this place is. Or even where I came from.
Sin's toxin got to you. But you're still alive. Praise be to Yevon.
y'all remember that teach us how to blitz, kids?
All right, back to practice.
Yo, look how nice Waka's outfit looks.
Coach and captain of the Besaid Aurochs.
Look at the
brother.
design.
What? You hungry? Okay, back to the village.
When
I'll
isn't
get you
Titus
some.
hungry? Hey, boys. I can hit the ball pretty good. Today's just a bad day, yeah? I gotta stop closing my eyes when the ball comes down. That shot was spectacular, brother. Wish I could shoot like that. Hey, I'll admit it. We're not the best blitzers in Spira. I really want to make Captain Waka proud at this year's tournament. Did you look at the texture mods? I did. And I said no. Number one, for whatever reason, this game
I felt
isn't
like I could trust this Waka.
friendly to my
So
PC.
I just had to ask.
And number two, I mentioned before, I stream in 720.
It's true Xanarkin was destroyed, right? 1,000 years ago?
What do I need
So
4K
it's just a
textures
big
for?
pile of rubble now, isn't it?
Long time ago, there were a whole lot of cities in Spira. Big cities with machina, machines to run them. People played all day and let the machina do the work. And then, well, take a look. Sin came and destroyed the machina cities.
Oh shit.
Xanarkand along with him. Yeah, that was about 1,000 years ago. Just like you said. If you ask me, Sin's our punishment for letting things get out of hand. What gets me, though, is we gotta suffer because of what some goofballs did way back when. Of course, we must always repent for our sins. That's important. It's just that it's hard to keep at it sometimes, you know?
It was just as Riku said. Waka and Riku couldn't both be lying. Why would they?
1,000 years into the future.
But you from the Xanarkand Abes, that was a good one, huh? Hey, I'm not saying that team never existed, yeah? But you gotta figure, a team living in luxury like that be pretty soft, eh?
I appreciated the fact that Waka was trying to cheer me up. But at that time, all I could think about was everything that happened to me. All this started with Sin. Maybe if I could find Sin one more time, I could go home. For now, I just live life until that time came. No more worrying about where or when I was. Sure, it was hard not to think of home, but I started to feel better already. A little better. Maybe.
A little better. Figured you wouldn't go with those, but reverse Titus to his PS2 text. So the process of modding in this game requires some hex editing and stuff like that. Or not hex editing, but something similar to that. That was very annoying.
Hey, it's this way!
And, I kind of just said no. Also, best track in the whole fucking game coming up, boys. I'm actually just gonna take a second. Hold on. so good. Holy shit. So the remaster, you know, the remastered soundtrack could probably do a lot of things wrong. And the sound, you know, certain things we'll get into later, because I know of one track that I specifically don't like. Down he goes! But the remastered Besaid is... I didn't think they could top the original,
What's the big idea?
and somehow they did. Besaid is so fucking good, in both the original and the remastered soundtracks. Didn't they ruin Wandering Flame? Yeah, they did. We'll get into that, I guess, when we get to that point. But they absolutely ruined that track. That, and it's not like the combat music was particularly good. It was one of the weaker tracks in the game, I guess, but they didn't make it any better, I'll tell you that. Challenge range isn't great, yeah. Well, it's hard to beat. Challenge was one of those weird tracks that you don't think is that good, but like the composition of it and the way that it tells the story of the fight itself is so great. Was this always floating here? I don't remember a treasure being underwater like this. So as you can see, our boy Waka can also breathe underwater. And he throws a blitz ball. And look how cocky he is. Antidote. Huh. I will say, out of all the things that I like in this game, I think the antagonist is kind of weak. But it's hard to describe because I think he's kind of like that on purpose. Which is, once again, another thing we'll get into later as we see him more. But I don't think, like, 6 is antagonist. Kefka obviously is Kefka. Sephiroth is obviously Sephiroth, right? But 8's antagonist didn't really... was whatever.
Let me go!
I think Cypher was a better antagonist than...
You want me on your team, right?
Down he goes.
Major Blitz tournament's coming up. All the teams in Spira will be there. It's so huge, I'm sure someone there will recognize you. Then you can go back to your old team, right?
How does he swim in those boots? That's what I want to know.
It'll be fun. What do you say, huh? Come on, come on.
Sure thing.
Sure.
Dude, our team is gonna rock, eh?
Fucking Waka. Sephiroth and Genova, yeah. That's 8. Cypher, he
I
wasn't...
thought then that Blitzball and
I'll
Sin
get
were
into
the
it in a
only
sec.
2 things that Spira and Xanarkand had in common. I wasn't too far off either.
This is where I was born. I started Blitz when I was 5. I joined the Aurochs at 13, 10 years ago. 10 years, and we never won a game. Well, after last year's tournament, I quit. Time seemed right. So, after quitting, I got this new job, yeah? But every time my mind wandered, I thought about the game.
10 years without a single win will do that.
My first match last year was my big chance. But something else was on my mind. I couldn't focus.
Nice excuse.
Oh.
Hey, hey!
So, you want to win the next tournament? Go out with a bang. So, what's our goal?
I don't care how we do. Long as we play our best.
Oh, that ain't the play, dog.
If we give it our all, I can walk away happy.
Nah, dog.
No. If I say, what's our goal? You say, victory! When you play in a blitzball tournament, you play to win.
When you play in any competition, you play to win.
You're serious?
Can you win the first game? Yes, you can. And you are correct. You have to cheese the ever-loving shit out of the AI. But yes, you can win the first game and you get a level 4 sphere lock, I think, or something like that?
Ah, the one from the sea.
Something moderately useful,
Be on guard.
I think.
There are fiends on the road today.
Oh, who are you
Surviving
fellas?
your run-in with Sin, 'twould be a shame if something happened now.
How the fuck you know that already?
Who are they?
Luzu and Gata, Crusaders.
Huh? Crews of what?
What, you forgot that too?
Cheesing the
Hey, son,
remaster's a little
don't worry
harder.
about it.
We'll find
I'll
out.
help you out.
Cool. In return, come tournament time, I'll make sure we take the cup.
Cool.
Cool.
About the Crusaders, you can ask them yourself. They got a lodge in a village.
So did you do all of the remaster stuff? Dark Aeons and everything?
Besaid village.
They got any food?
This is
there?
another one that was
We'll get you something over there later.
just
Take a
as
look
good as
around
the
first.
original. This song's called Cytospira.
The Crusaders' lodge is over yonder. Luzu and Gata are usually there.
Cave of Unknown Faith and stopped
All
playing.
right.
Oof.
Over here.
Huh? What's up?
You do remember the prayer, right?
I don't remember.
I didn't know it in the first place, to tell the truth.
Man, that's like the basics of the basics. All right, I'll show you.
Y'all know how this prayer goes.
Go
Uh-huh.
ahead, you try.
Uh-huh. Hands apart. Half stack back. Hands together like you're holding a blitz ball. Wait a sec.
Hey, not bad. Okay, now go present yourself to the temple summoner.
Any blitzball player would know that prayer. It was the blitzball sign for victory.
Okay, so back on the Safer. So Safer wasn't as, like, he was definitely an antagonist, right? But I consider him more of like a foil to... Fiends are around even during the day. Take care to not travel alone, yeah? More of a foil to... Squall. My brain just completely shut down trying to think of his name. It's like what Squall did, Safer also did, but like did it differently. And so you see the different outcomes of the same... Or different outcomes of different paths, kind of. It's kind of weird. He was more like Sephiroth in that. Like, Safer was to Squall what Sephiroth was to Cloud, kind of. But Ultimecia, it just didn't make any sense to me. She was... Whatever. In 9, it's been a long time since I played 9. They're both pretty much Sorceress Knights by the end. Some say of the same Sorceress. But, yeah. Kuja, I don't really remember liking Kuja all that much. And then obviously Necron came out of nowhere. Which his explanation, Necron's explanation was kind of out of left field, right? It was Kuja was so afraid of death that he brought death into the real, like, I don't even really remember it. It was just like Kuja just was so against dying that death came and tried to collect or something. But Kuja was the same thing, wasn't it? It was like Kuja and Zidane were like the same kind of person and going different routes. I think the PlayStation 1 and Final Fantasy games are obviously all very similar
then, standing in that place.
Themes and execution. But 10's antagonist, I think they really...
I began to realize
It's one
how
of
different
three.
this world was from my own.
One is whatever. One of them is really good, mind you, kind of whatever. And I say kind of whatever. One of them is really good for weird emo reasons. One of the antagonists of this game. And then I think the main antagonist that people would recognize as an antagonist, I don't think he was very good.
10 years.
It was
have
super
passed since
forced.
Lord Braska became High Summoner. And finally, we receive a statue for our temple.
Oh, what's a high summoner?
You are asking the weirder questions, dog.
I got too close to Sin's toxin.
Oh, praise be.
It was funny hearing myself make the same excuse over and over. Funny, and a little sad.
The Summoners are practitioners of a sacred art, sworn to protect the people of Yevon. Only a chosen few become Summoners, who call forth entities of great power, the Aeons. The Aeons hear our prayers and come down to us. They are the blessing of Yevon.
So what he meant was that we should respect some kind of great men, or something like that, I figured.
I think one of the better things they did in this game that a lot of other games don't do is the introduction to the world. So they use Titus as this... Titus is as dumb about this world as we are, right? He doesn't know anything. And we don't know anything. So he asks the questions we want to know. And we just get more info after more info. And it's not anything that takes us out of the game itself. I don't know of any game that has done world building as well as 10 did. Like, especially as directly as 10 did. Like, sure, Dark Souls' world building is fun because you read the little tooltips and you get small little tidbits and then you connect the dots yourself. And that's always fun, but just being here, being thrown into something, and it's not just the main character, or it's not just you being thrown into it. You get thrown into it too, and with the main character. So you get to experience it together, kind of. So it's a lot better when it comes to the role-playing aspect. So we learned about high summoners. So you got Braska right there. One more high summoner. 2, 3, 4. 4 high summoners, and then all of these little fellas. More statues. Ten was a major step up in RP and world building. Yeah, it definitely was. And that was something that none of the other Final Fantasies did, right? It's that they were all just normal.
Sorry, man. No time for lunch yet. Take a nap. You bushed.
I got distracted. Fucking T. Just clip right on through Waka there, it's fine. SE is too busy making the game look good. Yeah.
You could
13
at least go see how they are doing.
and 15 were tremendous
interfere.
steps
It's a
down in
rule.
storytelling.
But it's been nearly.
Oh. I don't think 12 was as huge a step down in storytelling.
It's been nearly.
It's been nearly a day already.
I don't know, I guess it kind of was.
People are searching for him now.
Thank you.
Like, I want to say... I don't want to be contrarian and say that 12 is a bad game, because it's not.
If he comes back or not.
And it has
But
its
he might
strengths.
die.
Fine, let him.
Oh, damn, Titus.
Do you hate him so? But if he dies, you'll never be able to tell him how much you hate him.
Remember, kids, this is why we live. To tell people that they fucking suck. This is like the real first introduction into Titus and why he hates his dad.
Waka?
It kind of showed at the beginning, right? Where Titus is walking by the building. What are you looking at, old man? 12 was the best non-Final Fantasy. That's hard to say. I hate using descriptions like that, because it always comes back to Black Flag, right? Where it's a terrible Assassin's Creed game, but an amazing pirate game or something like that. I think 12 is in my top 3, like, of Final Fantasies, or just games. Because I love 12. It was strong. In certain aspects, it was very strong, Final Fantasies. I would... If we're just going by numbers, I think I would agree to that. But the game just did so many weird things. And the story kind of took... It kind of got pants. Like, I guess Tenka and I were talking about it a couple of days ago, but, like, the introduction of the gods who were controlling everything was, like... I don't know. It did so many things right, but it did so many things wrong. And I think I would say now that the storytelling and the world-building aspect was definitely far worse than 10's.
The summoner hasn't returned from the trial.
Eh?
Well, apprentice summoner, really.
Huh?
Eh?
There's a room in there called the Cloister of Trials. Beyond is where the apprentice summoner prays. If the prayer is heard, the apprentice becomes a fully fledged summoner. Remember?
So someone is in there somewhere and they haven't come back out. Right, I got it.
Nailed
It's
it.
already gone by.
Is it particularly dangerous in there?
Sometimes, yes.
Why don't you go in and help?
There's already guardians in there. Besides, it's forbidden.
Hey, but what if something happens? What if the summoner dies?
The precepts must be obeyed.
Like I care.
Oh shit, he's just going in. Uh-oh.
Maybe this wasn't such a good idea after all.
This was another thing I think 10 did really well. Not that all of these Cloister of Trials are great, but they're a good change of pace. So these are giant puzzle rooms. Full of puzzles. Kind of chunked you in at first. I think 12 gets better when you appreciate Evilus as a setting. Like, if you played Tactics and really liked Tactics, and then you go play 12, you can appreciate it just a little bit more than what you normally would. And I loved the ever-living shit out of Tactics. It's right up there with 10 with me. And we've talked about it a little bit, but it might happen on stream one day. Lift spheres open the Chamber of the Faith. Destruction spheres open the way to hidden treasure. Besaid spheres are also necessary. But it's interesting that 10 and Tactics, being how dramatically different they are between the two of them, and how I enjoy them both. Because Tactics doesn't explain the world at fucking all. It does not explain Evilus. It doesn't explain, like, the planet. It doesn't do anything like that. In Tactics 1.3, fuck! No, I'm not. Hey, look. Exile Heroes playing Dragon Quest XI. God bless Vic. But in this game, like, it does everything that Tactics doesn't do. OG Rise, Pi versus Reciprocity. Well, we all know OG's gonna win everything, so who cares? That sounds like top 4 I'm usually used to. That's why it's in my top 3. Tactics made me really love 12 in its setting. Yeah, that's... It's just... It's odd to me that I can appreciate the games, because they're so dramatically different from one another. Tactics is just... It doesn't tell you anything about the world, it doesn't tell you anything about the planet or anything like that, but it does this... The characters... It does the characters so good! Like, you never give a shit about anything until Wygriff comes down and you're 1v1ing him as Ramza at the top of the Ryo Veins. You know, Maluda and August. Oh, that's why 14's so good, that raid, because it makes me think about it. It makes me go back and appreciate what August was as a character, because holy shit, he was such an ass bag. He was such a king ass bag in that game, and it was wonderful. Destruction. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay, so we gotta go back. We put this here. I see the controls are still kind of wonky, where if you're holding a direction and the camera changes, it keeps going in that particular direction. You gonna get every bonus treasure? Yes. I remember most of them, so... Honestly, I love this game so much, I kind of want to do everything. I kind of want to do fucking everything. If you move it improperly, step on the shining glyph to return it. Alright. But there's that scene with August in Tactics where he's... I can't remember the name of the fort. But Wygriff's sister Maluda is there. And she's complaining about royalty and everyone, the commoners being put down basically. And that famous line, animals have no god. He's a party member at that point. Like, he is a comrade in arms. And then he says that shit. And you're sitting there with him in the party. Like, did this dude really just fucking say that? Like, holy shit, he's savage.
Hey! What's gotten into you?
What up, man?
Hey, it's okay. Only summoners, apprentice summoners, and their guardians can enter here. It's a tradition. Very important.
Very important.
So what about you?
Me? I'm a guardian.
This isn't FF9. You are correct. Hey, Koo. Oh.
Summoners go on a pilgrimage to pray at every temple in Spira.
I lied.
Guardians protect them. The Guardian's in there now. One of them's got a sure fuse, and who knows what the other's thinking. Well, now that we come this far...
Ass bag? Koo's king of the ass bags.
Might as well go all the way.
The right thing.
What are you doing here? Didn't think we'd be able to handle it.
Well, hey there.
No, it's just... See, I told you she gets mad easy.
Look at that fellow. How you doing, short stuff?
Is the summoner all right?
She's just...
Who are you?
Who the fuck are you? It's Amy Lee. Yo, this was right around the time when Evanescence was like peaking too. Wake me up! Can't wake up! Oh my god! That was this game in a nutshell! Be right back. Everyone goes nuts over Lulu, but there she is. Hydration break. Just take a moment. Let's all take a moment and just admire this perfect pancake. Look at that pancake face.
I've done it. I have become a summoner.
Okay, so we mentioned the lip syncing. This was still before a time when they tried lip syncing for English. And they instead...
Man, was I surprised.
I guess I could
And
do
here
it in a
I
sec.
was thinking summoners were all old geezers.
Look at her pancake face. Oh, so good. Okay, so as much as I was praising James Arnold Taylor for his Titus, and it's amazing. His Titus voice acting is just on point all game. The voice acting for Yuna, the acting itself is great, and I've stressed this because this game gets memed on a lot for its voice acting. The voice acting is fine. The direction they did with it, to have her what she says match the voice or the lip syncing, really hurts the character a lot.
I can't see anything.
Ready.
Okay.
She speaks very deliberately and slowly with dramatic pauses because of the way her lip syncing works. And so it almost sounds like she has some kind of like weird, like atypical autism or something like that. She takes these like awkward pauses. You'll definitely hear it. Look at this shit. That's a bird. Tenka, what say you about this bird? Oh, that bird has booblicles. Oh, 5 out of 10 bird, right in the middle of the road.
I had never seen anything like it in my life. Sure, it was a little scary, but still. I could feel a strange kind of gentleness coming from it.
Got a rib cage around it. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that bird half the time, but that bird is named Valefor. How you doing, Gunho?
I remember that night we talked for the first time. I didn't know it then, but after that night, everything changed. For everyone.
We should have renamed them? No. Absolutely not.
Let me introduce you to the team.
Water.
This guy here wants into the tournament so bad, I let him on the team.
I enjoy this game too much to name the main character Meg Ryan.
Don't mind him if he says anything odd. Come on, say hi.
Even though... original joke, by the way, even though he's definitely Meg Ryan.
Hi guys. So what's our goal?
To do our best!
That ain't it.
Nope, we got a new goal now. Our new goal is victory! To win every match, defeat every opposing team, to bring the Crystal Cup back to our island. That's all we need to do to win. Easy, huh?
Oh, victory! Victory! Look at that pancake face.
Victory! 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 Yeah!
Victory, by the way. You paid money for a dog?
You sure got the boys worked up, huh?
It's the royal you. Just like the royal we. There's going to be 6 teams from all over Spira at the tournament. Hey, I was hoping you'd join the team all along, yeah? Everyone's acting like we already won, not that I can blame them, yeah? Hit the other team hard and make it easy on the goalkeeper. Doesn't Keeper become the best keeper?
You heathen!
No, he becomes the best shooter,
From the
I think.
summoner! You're a bad man!
Lenny!
Yuna, be careful.
But it was really my fault to begin with.
Oh.
I'm Yuna.
Hello,
Thank you so
Yuna.
much for your help earlier.
How are you doing today?
I'm sorry about that. Wasn't I not supposed to? Guess I kind of overreacted.
Oh no, I was.
Thank you, Lenny Face. How,
I saw that Aeon thing.
that was amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Really? Do you think I can become High Summoner?
Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be great. You can do anything.
Come play with me some more.
You can be anyone you want to be.
So.
Look at you.
Tomorrow then.
Tomorrow?
We're going on the same boat, aren't we?
Oh, really?
She
We
could be
can
anybody.
Talk more.
She can even.
You can tell me all about Xanarkand.
How does she know about that?
She's cute, yeah? Don't get no ideas.
Hey,
No
hey,
promises
hey.
there, big guy.
Hey.
Hey, but what if she, like, comes on to me?
That's not going to happen.
No?
If you get tired, let me know. I had a bed made for you.
Damn. I could just shutting it down real quick, huh? But yeah, T, I think Keepa becomes the best shooter in the game. 99 shot at max level. And Dado is pretty strong shooter for quite a while. He's like the only good Auroch. The other 3 suck dick. I guess Bada is a decent guard. But only for a little bit.
away from the summoner!
Bruh.
Stay.
Bruh. She's just going at it. Okay.
Ready for bed?
Yeah.
Good. Sleep tight.
Trying to remember the one guy I forced on the team because I enjoyed his look better than anyone else. There are a couple good party members. Or blitzball players, I should say. Wedge in particular is getting picked up as soon as we find him. And Kyo is going to be a very good defender for us for quite a while. And, I mean, should RNG bless us, we will pick up the defender of the Albed Sykes the moment he loses contract. Is Kyo the Knight looking dude? Yes. He's a hell of a defender. He's got crazy attack and block.
Everyone will find us if it doesn't come soon.
Jamal was
Really sure this
the
is
keeper
okay?
that we pick up until...
Would you take me to Xanarkand?
Oh.
Hey,
Wait, what?
you said you'd go with me.
Look at him jogging in place.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
I thought Waka told you not to get any ideas.
He did?
Yeah, so you're coming with me.
Hey, stop dreaming! You with a woman? You can't even catch a ball!
Oh, shit.
Oh, what's the matter?
You ever had dreams like this?
Cry again, cry. That's the only thing you're good for.
When everything's just fucking horrible all the time.
Huh? What'd you say?
You have to speak loudly.
I hate you!
Huh?
That's the spirit.
That's right, tell him off.
You can do it.
Tell him off. Are you jacked?
I hate you!
He's dead, okay? Dead. He does look a lot like Chapu. I was surprised too, the first time I saw him. But no matter what he looks like, he isn't Chapu.
Quiet.
You shouldn't have brought him here in the first place.
Yeah, but he needed our help.
Excuses again?
Look at her.
Yeah, but...
That's it. No more. Enough, Waka.
Damn. Innumerable belts. She has a skirt of belts. That's the important part to realize here. Oh shit, he's coming this way.
Scary. So, who's Chapu?
My little brother, Chapu. He looked like you.
He's dead?
He was with the Crusaders when they fought Sin last year. He didn't make it. I first heard on the day of the tournament.
Oh, so that's why.
I became a guardian to fight Sin, yeah?
Revenge, then?
That was the idea. I'm more worried about a stupid game now than avenging my brother. Well, after the next tournament, I'll be a guardian full-time.
Waka 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 waka
I
waka
know it
waka.
kinda looks like I'm using you, but I'm not.
Don't worry. I mean, I owe you a lot. You really helped me out, you know? What I mean is... Thanks, Waka.
Waka is like...
Stop. You're embarrassing me.
He's not the brightest bulb, obviously. But he's a really good, like, upbeat character. Especially for the tremendous amount of shit that happens to him in his life. Especially going into 10-2, which I guess we'll detail later on. Tutorials. Tutorials. Who are you? Waka and the others are waiting outside. I mean, I guess he doesn't have that shit of a life, Waka. But like... Is that an autosave at the bottom right?
Sleepyhead. Something I want to give you.
Whoa! You're
Oh.
giving this to me?
Bubble sword.
Use it well.
That's the sword you gave Chapu.
What?
Well, he never used it.
Bubble sword, huh?
Where's Yuna?
We're taking the same boat as Yuna, right? Why do we gotta wait here?
Yuna came to this village 10 years ago, when the last calm started.
The calm?
Since then, she's been like a little sister to me and Lulu. But she had the talent.
Working Master
She
has
became an
them what?
apprentice. Now, today, she leaves as a
Oh
summoner.
my god, Lulu!
This is our journey. We should leave together.
Autosaves. Oh, okay.
You really don't need all that luggage.
They're not really my things. They're gifts for the temples we're to visit.
This isn't a vacation, Yuna.
I guess you're right.
That's the one thing you'll notice, is that when the scene doesn't have any lip syncing for Yuna, her voice acting, like...
Okay, off we go.
It's so much better. They really stressed her lip syncing, and I don't know why. Like, none of the other characters they really gave a shit about, but for her, for whatever reason, they did. Where's Kamari? Oh, fuck. Right away with the comeback.
Hey,
That's a
why
dog.
don't you try out that sword I gave you?
Look at that bubble sword. So that's what I want. I want like 8K bubble sword.
No problem.
Not too shabby. You kept up with him pretty well. Might make a good guardian someday. A flyer. My kind of customer.
So this was an interesting, not interesting, it actually kind of made the fights kind of dumb. But there's a rock, paper, scissors to this for the first like 15 hours of gameplay. To where Waka has a really good accuracy stat. Like you see Titus is only at 10, he's at 25. And flyers in this game have some crazy evasion. So Waka's really the only one that can hit a flyer. And so being able to freely swap parties in and out, or party members in and out, allowed you to really work with this rock, paper, scissors type gameplay. And you'll see
that looks like trouble.
This is going to add more to that Fire Emblem triangle bullshit.
What's this?
50 damage.
Told ya, only magic can beat that thing. If you can't beat them down, you gotta use magic of an element they don't like.
Magic? Element?
The hell's
Let's
magic?
have our black mage show you what I mean.
Black mage?
You're up.
Why is it gotta be black? Come on, bruh.
Clueless, aren't you? Good thing I'm here.
She's got a Moogle. Elements. Magic and fiends have properties called elements. There are 4 elements: fire, ice, lightning, and water. Fire and ice are opposed, and lightning and water are opposed. There's no circle in this game. It's just the two lines.
Spells of ice work well against fire fiends, and ice fiends are weak against fire magic.
3 Moogles?
I get fire and ice, but what about lightning and water?
Lightning and water are opposed, just like fire and ice.
Yeah.
This one here is a water fiend, which means...
Hit it with the lightning! Which is thunder. And down it goes. 3 Moogles? Oh, I get it. As soon as I saw him shake. Shake, rattle, and roll. That's what he means.
Take your time.
Alright. That's a small little village, huh?
Let's get going, man.
We're gonna wait.
Annoying sounds. I think that's blasphemy.
Are you ready?
What's going on?
What is going on? Have you
It's
heard
an
Moogles?
ancient custom.
Yes.
People leaving the island pray here for a safe trip.
Gonna make Yuna a black mage.
Chapu didn't pray that day. Said he'd miss his boat.
So, I mentioned at the start, I guess, that I'm probably going to end up using only 3 characters, for the most part. Until, like, while the triangle, the rock, paper, scissors thing is still in effect,
That should do it.
obviously characters are going to get swapped in and out. But the moment people start getting past that, they start getting stronger than the rock, paper, scissors needs them to be, it's probably just going to be 3 characters. It's going to be Riku, Waka, and Titus. Now, the reason for that, the 3 of them work underwater. And there are some fights you can only do underwater. So, the combination of that and the fact that they're overdrives, the 3 of them have the best overdrives in the game outside of Yuna, kind of just plays into that's what we're doing. Something's written here. Kalika at Bikanel ze ak uha. Someone want to translate that for me? Also, you like those save spheres up there? Oh, we've been looking for him. You guys ready for Ronso in 14? This is exactly how they're gonna look too. 100%. Holy shit. Best party member? Yuna, Lulu, Black Mage twins. So I don't know how the sphere grid's gonna treat us. Jump. So with the new sphere grid, I guess we need to take a moment and look it over, huh? Because I think the sphere grid is gonna... What we do is predicated on what the sphere grid looks like in the grand scheme of things. They changed it for the remaster version. There's a thing called the expert grid, which is what we chose.
That's
yes.
enough.
Oh, hey there.
What's with that guy?
Get Lancet on Yuna and Lulu. Overpower the game.
He's learned the fiend's way of fighting.
Lancet? What the fuck?
That's not what I meant.
Is that scaled off magic attack?
He's another Yuna's guardians.
Huh?
Sometimes we don't understand him either. Kamari doesn't talk much anyway. But he has protected me since I was a child.
MP Drain gives them infinite MP. Who runs out of MP in this game? Alright, let's have a look at this, shall we? Alright, how do I zoom? I need the zoom. Let's tilt. Let's tilt. I actually have no idea how to fucking zoom. There it is. Ah, sphere grid. So this is interesting. Look at this. What the fuck? Yuna's starting. They're all starting in the center. What? Teaches flee, gives haste, extract speed, provoke, delay attack. Okay, so Titus's route is the same. Bribe. Wait, bribe. That means Riku's up here? Auto life? Full life? What the fuck? Region? So Yuna's stuff is top right? I don't understand. Then what's bottom right? Life, Kira, so she goes bottom right to top right, huh? This used to be Waka and Oren's section. The top right. Waka goes left here, silence attacks, that's normal. Guard. Extract power. And then he can go right back over here, so... Titus could technically go all the way down here into the brakes, like right off the get-go, huh? This is interesting. Zombie attack, sleep attack. Yeah, they could just merge and mesh. Whenever it flows black mage to white mage, it did that before. Yuna was bottom middle, and Lulu was bottom right. And then Wako was middle right, Oren was top right, Titus was top middle. Riku's top left. Kind of. Make Titus a black mage. Yeah, you can just look at slow guys all the way down here after Waka's stuff. Look at this. This is weird. So Waka can go all the way down here into sleep attack like he normally would. Oh, I see. It doesn't connect right here. Okay. Okay. So it was slightly different. Okay, that works. Make Yuna a warrior! Maybe. This is definitely odd. I'll give it that. Alright, let's go back and pick up Jinx. I mean, I guess technically we could have everyone go backwards, pick up Lancet, and then go into their... You know, the way they should be going. It kind of eats a little bit of our time right at the get-go, but, you know... I've thought of worse ideas. Waka. So he starts. No. What is this? Dark Attack. So Dark Attack's right there. Scan extract ability. Which one is this? Extract mana? Oh, okay, so the extract attacks are ways to get the spheres that you need for later. Alright, cool. That's actually kind of dope. At least we get to listen to this dope music this whole time. Jack Swagger won his MMA debut, made a dude tap out to choke in the first round, looking more cut and lean than ever. Damn, they wasted that dude hard. I don't know about wasting. WWE and MMA are two different things. I don't think he had much of a charisma.
A flyer! That's your department, right?
True. But,
But
why don't we let our summoner show us what she's made of?
yeah. Switching members. Press left bumper to switch. See, this is what made 10 interesting.
Your first real battle. Let's see some style.
Show us what your training has taught you, Yuna.
Okay.
Okay. Summoning Aeons. Use a summon command to have Yuna call an Aeon. Only Yuna can summon Aeons. Use it when you need help tough opponents. HP decreases, should HP reach 0, they leave the battle and become unavailable for a time. Aeons recover HP at save series. Let's see some hot bird-on-bird action. Scripted promos killed him. I mean, now you are right, he was used incorrectly. But I don't think he could ever get over. Not his character. Not in WWE. It was kind of doomed from the get-go. Some dudes are like that, you know. That's just how it is. So Veil 4 is like the Titus of Aeons. Because delay hit is the most wonderful thing, and Sonic Wings just goes. It does not fucking stop. It just doesn't stop. Oh man, when you get quick hit and delay it. Sarah Jessica Parker. So we got Meg Ryan and Sarah Jessica Parker in the same game. Imagine. Ooh, frame rate hit. Oh my god, it got to attack. What the shit? This game's broke. That's not fair. It's so good. This is basically what the game's gonna become. When Waka, Rika, and Titus get quick hit. This is what the game's gonna be. Are we done with the,
Another one of those?
Nope.
No problem. Leave this one to me, huh?
What are you gonna do, nerd?
Good night, birdie.
Keep your eye on the birdie. Figure thunder against flyers, right? Hit it! Boop. Nailed it. Oh, you can't hit shit, dog. This is the easiest shit. What you got? Cheer and Jinx lowers enemies' luck. I don't really know what luck does in this game. I'm not sure I ever knew. Please at me if you know. That is the one thing we're missing though. HD Bubble Sword. Is that a mod? I need to look into that. Because Bubble Sword is like best sword throughout most of the game. Don't worry about that treasure, we're gonna come back for that. In like, I don't know, 60 hours. Clearly crit rate. Hey look, a little something for everybody. Luck affects the evasion, accuracy, and character's chance of critically hitting, and the enemy's chance of critically hitting. It can only be upgraded via the use of Fortune Sphere, yep, to activate a luck node on a sphere grid. Yeah, that's why I was so impressed when the Completionist guy on YouTube, when he completed this game, he maxed out every single character's stats. All of them. And that means farming the Fortune Spheres off of, like, the toughest enemies in the game, and using the Fortune Spheres on the sphere grid to fill every single blank node. Every one of these nodes, every single one of them he used a sphere on to change it into a Fortune Sphere. Or, like, a stat boosting sphere. So he maxed out every single character. And he did it in like 120 hours. It actually wasn't that bad. I was expecting something like that to take like fucking forever. But when you get to the end of the game, AP grinding, there are some super cheese tactics for grinding AP in this game. And I know all of them. So we're gonna have a good time. How's that reciprocity match going to? Are your oh, they're playing Hive. It should be easy. Yeah, I'm not sure about 100%ing the game necessarily, but we are going to do a lot. At least all of the new things in the international version. Because I don't think I did all of them when I replayed this game last. So like the Dark Aeons and seeing Anima's new stuff. Because when I mentioned before that the overdrives, Waka, Riku, and Titus have the best overdrives, it's because they're multi-hit. Omega, yeah. The multi-hit, not many of the characters have a multi-hit overdrive. And when you damage cap, let me save again. When you hit the damage cap, how many times you hit in one turn determines how good the character is. That's just nature of the game. And so Titus gets his final overdrive Blitz Ace. Waka gets the attack reels, and Riku gets one of the mixed commands. I think it's Supernova? I don't really remember. But in the international version, one of Yuna's summons gets a hell of an overhit attack. It's like 12 hits or something like that. It's crazy! So she's really good for just having grand summoning, whipping out the overdrive, slapping down someone for 12 hits forever, and then dipping out, being like, yo, I did my job, hands off the keyboard, I'm out, I'll catch you guys later.
Goodbye.
Sign of victory. Wait a sec, we just played a game with the sign of victory. Estelle was... she was dapping it up with everybody. Ah. You squirrely little shit. What is he doing? What the fuck? Oh! Give me that shit. This squirrely little asshole. Oh. 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 Hello there. Oh. Hi. Moving on. Hello there. How you doing today? Oh, look at that heterochromia. Hey. He's such a fucking... She looks at him. He just drops everything he's doing. Hey. Hi.
Word is that summoner's got noble blood.
I heard she's Lord Braska's daughter. You don't say.
I heard
Lord Braska's daughter?
Kakashi Hatake. For both father and daughter. If anyone's gonna beat it, it's them.
So, is Yuna's father famous or something?
She's the daughter of High Summoner Braska. You saw his statue at the temple. Lord Braska defeated Sin 10 years ago.
10 years?
Yuna's the heir to a great legacy.
How you guys feel about heterochromia?
Tough. When your father's famous.
Huh?
Wakka's a bit lacking in the imagination department.
Huh?
Thanks, Lulu. I'll keep that in mind.
Aw. Poor Wakka. You have no feelings about heterochromia? You want to use binoculars? No way. Remember what you did last time? No. Lulu, console me.
I don't know who you are or where you came from.
That's rough. Okay, so here's one thing that Ten taught me. This is a very important lesson that I think we're all going to learn together right now.
Oh, that was fascinating.
Okay, right after these messages.
Yeah! Filthy, filthy. These won't sell. All me name's not Owaka.
So we got Wakka and Owaka.
Don't look like you got much money either.
Yeah.
I've no business with you. Out of me way.
Damn. Who do you think you are?
Owaka the 23rd. Merchant extraordinaire.
Owaka the 23rd.
Owaka the who?
Don't know me? Well, not many do. Not yet.
Homeboy's gonna be Harry Enfield after, like, I don't know, 40 hours of gameplay.
But someday, the name Owaka will be spoken all over Spira. Say, lad, you wouldn't have a bit of gil to lend?
How much do we have? You can have 500.
I guess it pays to ask, thank ye kindly, lad. Fine seed money for the Owaka merchant empire.
Homeboy gets real dope later. Owaka the 23rd, merchant extraordinaire. Power room. Okay, so this was, as a kid, I came in here and was like,
what the heck is that?
look at these, they're adorable.
What
And we
the
all
heck
know
is
what these
what?
are. But then they spoke the
What is
word.
this place?
The power room, like it says on the door.
Yeah, but why the big birds?
What's so strange about chocobo power?
I heard that
Chocobos? Those are chocobos?
and I lost it.
What? You've never seen a chocobo?
For whatever reason as a kid.
What kind of backwater island did you come from,
My
anyway?
brother and I had pronounced them Kokobos. I don't know
Miracles
why.
and oddities were starting to become daily routine on this trip.
But you know, I watched my brother play through Final Fantasy VI, which was 3 at the time, and Final Fantasy VII. And when I say watched, I mean I watched the whole games. And then I played 10, and I heard them say chocobos, and my life was shattered. It broke me as a person and changed...
La 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 la.
Do it again. Do it again.
La 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 la.
Do it again.
La 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 la.
Wonderful. But I heard Kokobo and it ruined me. Or Chocobo. What up, boys?
I'm not at liberty to talk about our plan.
Restricted area. Our operation depends on this cargo.
Okay. La 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 la. Keeper, what are you doing back there? Yeah, Kokobo. I don't know what made us call them Kokobos. I'm not sure what my brain... Alright. Keepa, you being a real creeper back here. I'm hiding over here because I'm going to get sick too if I keep watching him. I've gotten seasick. I think I'm a hurl. How do blitzball players get seasick? How does that happen? Hey, can you believe this? What? I saw this merchant guy inside the ship, and guess what he said to me? He walked up and said, "You're no good." Just like that. Isn't that awful? I've still got style. I'll show him. You think so too? Yeah. That's right. I knew I was right. He just doesn't know what he's talking about. A time in JRPGs where everyone just told you anything. Just walk up to some rando people. Talk about some shit. Victory! Victory! Yeah! Hey, Kamari. Alright. Hey there. God, every interaction with Yuna. It's like two people in a dark room. Like a pitch black room that's just completely crowded with furniture, just trying to find their way to the other side of the room.
It's nice. You're a blitzball player, aren't you? From Xanarkin, right?
You hear that from Waka?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Waka. Waka doesn't believe me at all.
I mean...
But I believe you.
Huh?
I've heard in Xanarkin, there is a great stadium, all lit up, even at night.
Huh?
Great blitzball tournaments are held there, and the stands are always full.
How do you know that?
A man named Jack told me. He was my father's guardian.
Jack.
Uh-huh.
My father. His name is Jack.
Amazing!
Even 1,000 years later.
Our meeting like this must be the blessing of Yevon.
Sounds like him, but it can't be him.
Why not?
My old man, he died. 10 years ago, off the coast of Xanarkin.
I'm sorry.
He went out to sea for training one day, and never came back.
You notice that the railings for these ships have been very subpar.
And no one's seen him since then.
Why, that's the day that Jack came to Spira.
But,
It's true, I first met Jack 10 years and 3 months ago. I remember that was the day my father left.
You can really hear the pauses now.
The
like
date
in her.
fits, doesn't it?
Yeah, but how would he get here?
You're here. Are you not?
Whoa. So now homeboy finds out his dad had the same shit happen to him that Titus has had happen to him. lost it. It was the gloves, man. Oh.
What do you think you're doing? Stick a harpoon in him and we'll all get dragged under.
Sin is going for Kilika. We gotta distract it.
Our families are in Kilika. Forgive us, Lady Summoner. Wait! Oh boy.
That's a big fin. Oh, nailed it. Oh shit. It's time for Sin's Wild Ride, boys. More of the little ones. Sin scales. 200 HP. Now, I'm gonna teach you boys something wonderful. Kamari, in the early game, is busted as fuck. God, Kamari is so good. Let's bring in Waka. Like, check this shit. Oh, well, I guess it was a crit. But he scales very quickly. Or at least he did in the previous version. Does he? I wonder if he starts in the exact center.
How many of these things are there?
The fin! Attack the fin!
I mean, I guess he would, huh? Fighting at a distance. Regular sword attacks cannot hit targets at a distance. Use magic or Waka's Blitzball. This is also magic. Waka's Blitzball is as magical as it gets. Check this shit out. Okay, once his turn comes up. Look at this shit. How does... Someone explain to me how this works. I love that shit. Captain America tier throwing. You are correct. That boy, he gets it. He throws that shit a mile away. It bounces right back to him. God, I love it. Let's make sure that one doesn't get that off. I just love the idea of using a Blitzball to just beat a giant fucking whale. Just use a volleyball. Just throw the volleyball at the whale. It'll die. I keep pressing up. Here come 3 more. I think the original play here is to get rid of 2 of them, summon Baleful, and have it cast magic on Sin. I think that was the play had I thought of it forever ago. I love the idea of this. Just being dragged around by a whale. It's fine if it gets one off. There were definitely some difficulty spikes in this game. Like, specific boss fights that are just a bitch. Yeah, that definitely becomes a problem later. He's gonna get spines off. It's fine if he hits Kamari with it, who cares? 2 more hits. I was hoping for a crit. Oh well. Should be it for this. Big ol' fishy boy. This is, you know, Bismarck ruined everything. He ruined the Final Fantasy X boss fights that I wanted in 14. Bismarck showed up and proved that there can never be Sin. Boy, I just wanted to fight Sin. Is that so wrong? Oh, that ain't great. Do you think they did the right fan service in Omega Raid? Because you know, they're not gonna do any more fan service raids like that. Do you think 5 and then 6 were the right way to play it? They could have added Sephiroth. Imagine fighting Sephiroth. Sephiroth. Holy shit! Titus is getting the shit kicked out of him. When the subs start to drop, they'll add Seth. I'd like to pretend that's now. But that's just what I'm doing, is playing pretend. And that's what feels bad. Dolphins. Holy shit! So these moments are the reasons why Waka and Titus are in the party and will be forever. These two must get levels. Because there are jelly boys in the water and they want to kill us all. Boop. I don't remember how effective cheer is, but we're gonna find out. Remember getting kind of screwed when the party split happened? Yeah. I didn't use Riku much, because she was all speed. And, yeah, you definitely pay for it later. Mind you, of course, like I mentioned before, those 3 end up kind of the best party members in the game anyway, so... I mean, it's no real problem using them. Titus and the swimmers were fine, but the others weren't. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I see what you mean. I don't remember the others. Did you have to play as the others without Titus and Waka? I thought you had to play as Titus and Waka, not the others. I actually don't fucking remember for whatever reason. Could be confusing him for another game. I mean, we'll find out. Which one's Monster A? That one. Nine also did a party split. That one I definitely have no possible chance of remembering. 9 was a video game. I think Vinny's gonna stream that soon. And I will definitely watch Vinny stream that. Nine should get a remake after 7? You are crazy. First off, 7 remakes never coming out, dancingcrab.gif. We all know that. Secondly, 9? 6? 6 should get a remake. It's the one that deserves it. Not deserves it, but like, think of changing the sprites into 3D models. Baiting Rhino. Yeah, there you go. How you gonna bait Rhino with one of his favorite games? Come on, Koo. I don't think you thought this shit through. Because he wants 8. Well, of course he does, but no more remakes. Okay, Tenka, I had already mentioned it. Of course, no more remakes, but there are no remakes in general. 7 remake is dead in the water. Dancing Crab. It's dead, Jim. It's not coming back. They're not doing it. Just like Metroid Prime 4, not gonna happen. It's dead. Leave it alone. Everyone wants 8. Oh, that's the funniest shit you ever said, Rhino. Oh, it's so good. Thank you for that. I needed that. Alright. We gotta get dark on him again. I have no ether, so there's no way of getting dark. Alright, Titus, this is it. Hit! This is actually kicking my ass more than I expected. At least 5 posts a day on FF fan pages. Alright, well, we need to have a discussion. Because I don't know what the fuck FF fan pages are. Is that a site? Or like a general, like... Because what that sounds to me is there are 5 people who want it who post every day. Groups on Facebook. Eight's story was... It was so stupid! It was so stupid! It was so dumb. It was a good game, yes. It had interesting battle mechanics. I liked the draw system. I didn't think I would. The junction system was fantastic. You can break the game in so many different ways. It changed the gameplay so much. The summons were fucking cool, except for a couple select ones. The variety of things to do in the game was fun, and the ways to break it was fun. But the story was pants. 8 was better than 7. 7 had a lot of pacing issues. 7's story was also everyone was dying. Oh shit. You ever see trees just get straight disassembled? Like, not pulled apart, just molecularly disassembled. Man, he fucked that place up.
When Sin attacked Xanarkand that day, I woke up in Spira. I kept hoping it would work in reverse, too.
I will defeat Sin. I must defeat Sin.
How does one survive that shit? By not getting sucked in.
I was just fooling myself. Maybe it was that day, on the sea, under the burning sun. I started to give up hope. I was in a foreign world. I wasn't going home. This was my new reality, and I was stuck in it for good.
Yeah, the way to survive that is not get sucked in. I imagine everyone that got pulled in like that, they're dead now. Probably dead. Seven's story was Mama's boy is sad panda because he's too baby, so he destroys the world. Yes, you are right, but the process of getting there is what makes Seven entertaining. Because you run into some fucked up and sadistic and evil and entertaining and nonsensical shit along the way.
I am the summoner Yuna. I have come from the temple in Besaid.
Oh, milady summoner!
If there is no other summoner here, please allow me to perform the sending.
They got sucked and sent to Z-Land. Maybe.
Our loved ones. We feared they would become fiends.
Please, take me to them.
So this upcoming scene, I don't know what makes it so good, but the FMV involved in it.
We'll go see what we can do to help in town.
Like, I'm not sure I was actually hooked on this game until this next FMV. I don't know, I think it was just because Yuna and Pancake Face, maybe I was just drawn in to the pancake. Maybe because, God, I love some pancakes. Yeah, pancake magic. Yep, probably. What do you want? We're not open. So the thing about 7, which made it... Sure, the overarching story is not that entertaining. It's... You know, I'm just gonna spoil it. Parasite comes down, does thing, everyone experiments, makes half Parasite baby. Homeboy decides to ruin everything because Mama doesn't love him. But the process of getting there with, like, Hojo and Red 13 and the materia...
what's ascending? Being
chased down by Heidegger and trying to launch the rocket into space.
You truly are clueless.
The Forest of the Ancients, the whole thing surrounding Eris. Alright, alright, take a moment, sorry.
The dead need guidance. Filled with grief over their own death, they refuse to face their fate. They yearn to live on and resent those still alive. You see, they envy the living. And in time, that envy turns to anger, even hate. Should these souls remain in Spira, they become fiends that prey on the living. Sad, isn't it? The sending takes them to the far plane, where they may rest in peace.
Summoners do this?
it's such a dramatic thing. Or not dramatic. Well, yeah, it is dramatic. But, like, as a kid, the idea that when you die, you stick around, and it's ghosts, right? Poltergeists and stuff. You die, your spirit lives on. And you're dead, so you take it out on the living. And that's what this is. Except it's a more corporeal form. To where the dead here, should they not go to the next life, they literally become monsters. Is that a floating rock? Probably. So this is what I was getting into with the world building thing. We're less than 3 hours into this game, and we have seen a world-ending destruction monster. We've seen a dude get teleported from what he knows to something completely new.
It must be tough, being a summoner.
Yuna chose her own path. She knew from the beginning what it meant.
We watched a town get destroyed.
All we can do is protect her along the way. Until the end.
Like, they throw...
Until the end?
Everything right at you.
What's the end?
Until she defeats sin.
Oh.
Oh.
I hope I did okay.
You did very well. They've reached the far plane by now, but no tears next time.
I wished there would never be a next time. No more people being killed by sin. No more sendings for Yuna. Everyone stood there watching her. It was strange, and somehow horrifying. I never wanted to see it again.
Head Pat Simulator 2K19. VR. You just want to play VR chat. Wait, that's not right. VR is useful for one thing, for getting headpats. Wait. I'm gonna be a blitzball when I grow up. Look at that. They didn't even change it in the remake or the remaster. That kid is still gonna be a blitzball. Oh, he's so good. Oh, it's so wonderful. It wasn't a mistake. That kid knows. He is gonna be a blitzball. This is my home, and no matter how bad it gets, I ain't moving. Still sleepy? Everyone's already left. That kid is gonna be the best blitzball. Just like Tenka is gonna be a fire truck. Hell yeah! Oh shit.
Hey, you awake? Captain Walker's waiting for you.
Hey, Dotto. Alright. But yeah, we're less than 3 hours. We're 2 hours and 40 minutes into this game. And we've already seen the big bad destroy village and kill dozens of people. And it's not even like we didn't try to stop him. Like, we actively tried to stop that shit. She took my dad-o. Come on, dog. Hey, Waka waiting for you. They do a good job of setting up, like, impending doom, right?
Huddle! On to the temple, where we pray for victory. Go! High Summoner O'Halloran used to live in the Kilika Temple here. Yup, Lord O'Halloran was once a great blitzer, you know?
Waka. Praying for victory's all good. But is this right?
Something wrong with enjoying blitzball?
Is this really the time?
This is the only time. The players fight with all their strength. The fans cheer for their favorite team. They forget pain, suffering. Only the game matters. That's why Blitz has been around for so long. At least that's what I think.
Whatever you say.
Let's play and win, right?
Right.
Temple's beyond the jungle there. Let's go.
Dude's about to amputate an arm and told me I should move along. I don't want to see that. You want to see a dude amputate an arm? Shouldn't you be yeehawing or something? Come on, dog. Hands off the merchandise. Customer. Logan and you need to stream 8. Yeah, maybe. So, what I want to get at with the villains now. This is one of those, how do I put it? You know the big bad. You know what he does. We are introduced right off the get-go that Sin is out here destroying everybody, right? And I don't think really any of the other games do that outside of 6. So 7 starts you with Avalanche, and you're out there, you know, stopping Shinra and all that shit. 8, I don't even know 8's thing, but you don't really find the big bad until like 8 hours in or 10 hours in or something like that. 9, I don't remember enough about 9 to get into it, but 10, it throws you right in. And it never changes either. It sticks. The whole game is about Sin. Nothing changes. And that's why I mentioned, like, 6 is the only other one that does that. You meet Kefka real quick, and Kefka is the big bad, and he stays the big bad. You fight him multiple times throughout the game?
Yuna's saying she wants you with us.
Huh?
I want to ask you to be my guardian.
You know what? There's no time for jokes, yeah? He may be a blitzball whiz kid, but up against fiends, he's a newbie.
What about everyone's favorite 14? Alright, you're gonna get me in there.
Then. I just want him nearby.
What?
Kuja worked behind the... That's what I was thinking. You work with the...
What do you mean?
The nerds.
It's just that...
Biggs and Wedge.
Well...
We're all going to the temple anyway. Can't this wait till later?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have...
There's nothing to be sorry about. I'm just not really sure what's going on.
My apologies.
And just like that, it's dropped. Alright, T. You brought it up. You brought it up, so now we have to do it. What about 14? So, you guys remember how Gaia's still alive and we're going to the past? 8 is pretty straightforward, the evil sorceress is evil. Yeah. We can't talk about that yet. Nope. That's one of the things that I think 10 and 6 did so much better than the other. Like, we keep going back to this discussion. Lancet.
What's a lancet? Normally, it's a skill that weakens enemies and heals the user. But when a Ronso uses it, that Ronso can sometimes learn Fiend's abilities.
Oh, by the way, remember how Blue Mage is busted in video games and has to be at all times? Right? Yeah. Let's talk about Kamari and how he's the saddest Blue Mage to have ever lived. "11 was the only good blue. Quina was very good. Enemy skill, Materia in 7. Blue Mage in 5 was pretty damn good if I remember. Which is, let's put it this way, the odd number Final Fantasies had very good Blue Mages. She didn't wear blue? Is that really what we're getting at? Oh, but back on what we were talking about with the villains. So, 7, 8, and 9, I think, all suffered from... it was a pacing issue in mixture with, like, it wanted to be too much. It had this... Those games had this idea that... This evolving story where you start off small and then you go into this huge thing. This world-altering events and stuff like that. And honestly, I think it hurt those games in general, because especially 7. 7 suffered from severe pacing issues. And while I had like a ton of fun mini games and stuff like that, like God bless Gold Saucer, it was necessary for that game and it did everything right. But like, just the process of getting to where you needed to be in the story and where you wanted to be at the time, it just took so long. 8 was pretty similar in that regard, I think. I at least remember 8. And like I had mentioned, I don't remember 9, but I imagine it was probably very similar in that regard. But 6 and 10 did this thing where they just go.
Aeon! Just who do you think you are?
Best Beastmaster was 13 too? That's like, just in general. It's Pokemon, it's not even Beastmaster. And also, Tentu. Do we count Tentu as Blue Mage? Because Gun Mage is kind of dope. Oh my god, it didn't die. Oh my god, what's happening? Oh, he died!
I can take care of those alone, huh? Yeah!
I should have brought in Yuna for the Phoenix Down. 3-2-2! No death run? Oh, this is Nuzlocke? Are we doing a Nuzlocke? Kamari's permanently dead. Blue has been lackluster for every Final Fantasy? Dude, Final Fantasy VII's enemy skill materia is legit busted. It's busted. There's no way around it. It's dumb how good fucking enemy skill is. I don't know about any of the other games, but I can tell you right now, 7's Blue Mage was busted. Also, those things just kicked our ass. Alright, so I think this, it's not good when it was others could do it better, or as good. Okay, so that's what made 7's enemy skill so good. This is because the moment you get really, Aqualung, Trine. Those are the two big ones, Aqualung and Trine, I think. Damn, I kind of don't want to go back this way now. We really need those stats, boys. We really need those stats, boys. Magic Breath. What's the missile spell? The missiles were dope. Magic Missile. God, everything about 7's thing is just so fucking good. So yeah, Kamari starts right in the gut, huh? Matra Magic. Yes, that's it. Matra Magic, that one. So what is this node? Extractability, okay. Let's give him these stats, because we're gonna need this. A little HP, a little defense, a little offense. You know. Oh, you know. Eights was garbage. And Quina, I remember her being busted. Let's get her... Titus starts with scan. No, he doesn't. I gave him scan. What am I thinking? We can go back. The magic by 2 points is definitely important. It could be skipped with equal or better effect. That's the thing about 7's enemy skill materia, is that there is nothing in the game as strong as Aqualung. When you're able to get Aqualung, it is the best ability and will carry you through 10 hours of gameplay. That's what made it busted. That magic by 3 points is totally dope. But we're committing. You know we might not commit, but Lulu, we're committing. Everyone's getting Lancet. That's Trine also. To a lesser effect, I guess. But Trine was straight. That was nonsense in that game. It was pure nonsense. Alright. 8's blue was you farming Quistis. Yeah, I don't really remember Quistis being all that great in that game. In any way, shape, or form. Something is written here. DABCFNCJLUEI. Alright. Look at this big boy.
Company, halt!
The fiend before us is Ochu, Lord of the Wood.
Right.
We've had trouble with this one before. Remember, discretion is the better part of valor.
9 blue can be ignored. They can all be ignored, technically. I'm not sure I really remember, but Kamari's... Kamari is so sad. Because it doesn't have to be this way.
Let's give them all we got!
The watch. He's got the strength now. You watch this shit.
Yeah.
Check this shit out. Look at that. Look at that monstrous damage coming out from Kamari now. Literally 2 points of strength. That's all it took.
Yeah.
11 was the only real good example. 11 was... It's not a fair example, because 11's busted in different ways. And it's not even the best job in the game, I think. Yeah, it's damn good, but I wouldn't say 11's the best job. And also, I'm pretty sure we're stopping here. That was a good three hours. Bonus stream. I want you to know it feels good to not have kids here now. Thank God. God bless everyone. Some stretching. Okay. So the streaming schedule resumes tomorrow. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, that means tomorrow... Tomorrow is Odyssey, right? Someone remind me. Blue pre-Abyssea wasn't great. No, it's not even... I just mean now. I don't think Blue at any point in the game was considered the best job. I think... And sure, it's always been great, I think, for the most part. But you can pick any point in the game's history, and you can find a job that's more busted than Blue. But Blue has just been outstanding the entirety of the game. It's never been down in the dumps. Yes, Marrow tomorrow, Wednesday, Friday. Thank you. See? Look at Rhino keeping me on track. Wednesday, I have something small to do, and it might cause me to end the stream early, depending on when I do it. T, if you're still here, the CYSA thing, that's what I'm doing on Wednesday. I don't know when you had yours done, but, you know, God bless. Blue was horrible during Void Watch? Maybe, I wouldn't know. I just... All I know is that when it comes to 11, hunting for games really made me realize it. Not that I've watched any of his videos recently, but Black Mage was the most broken job in 11. That's it. And it still is. And that's just all there is to it. So, but yeah, I am stopping here. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. It's been an interesting Sunday, and hopefully it'll move into a more interesting week. So tomorrow, 3 p.m. Marrow, and then we'll pick this back up on Tuesday. I hope you guys can join me for any or both or whatever. I love you guys. Thank you again. And, yeah, have a good day. Get some good food in you. It's time for dinner. It's 10. Who eats at 10? Not me!